The new Westworld from an old perspective. The new Westworld is so very impressive. The technology is amazing, even in this new generation. There are hosts, which are artificial intelligent beings created by man, and there are guests, which are human beings who pay money to go there and have a great time. The hosts are beings of with artificial intelligence, which quite frankly are being used as slaves. The hosts are extremely expensive, and they are valuable property to the corporation. However, this property is fodder for the cannon. In this world of pleasure for the rich and decadence to all who choose, the hosts are rebooted daily to perform scenarios chosen by the staff and the wishes of the clients or guests. Although the scenarios are scripted, the outcome is strictly in the hands of the guests. Guests are kings in these scenarios. Guests may choose to behave in any way they wish, bar none. Being humans, the guests may fulfill any fantasy or urge, whether that be for good or bad. The guests have the choice in this Westworld to live a righteous life, doing good to humans and machines alike, or to do evil if they so choose. Guests may kill these repairable life forces at any time. Well, they're thought to be repairable. That's still to be determined. In 1973, the original Westworld came out. The technology was amazing for the time in which it was created. In 1973, the only people who had computers were NASA, the government, and large corporations. There were no desktop or laptop computers at all. Even then, the input was done with punch cards. These cards, with their various holes, were placed into a computer the size of a room, and the information they held was printed on fancy printers, all complete with punch hole progression. As the editor of our high school paper, I had access to the school's printer in 1975. It was the size of a desk. It had a large revolving barrel. The pages, they were typed on special carbon paper and placed on the wheel or the barrel, which rotated, and it printed what was on the carbon paper. This is the world of 1973. In this world, we still had typewriters with bars which had to be moved back and forth. We had actual typing classes. You had to type at least 35 words per minute. Some typed 75, 80, 100 words per minute. Not me. I was thankful to get by with a minimum. When the original Westworld came out in 1973, it was a glimpse at us today. In 1973, as now, we all have the choice to behave as good people, caring for others, or bad people, acting out in violence or anger. We can feel all the emotional ranges. But how we act on the violent urges, and whether we act on the violent urges, is entirely up to us. In both worlds, Westworld of old and Westworld of present. These hosts are not just replacement parts in the wheel of the corporate greed. They are something new in this world. They think, they learn, and they feel the same emotions as we do. The hosts are the beginning of a new species. Hosts are a species born out of chaos. Just as children are taught, grow, and become an entity themselves, so the hosts are taught, they grow in intelligence, and become their own entity. I feel very old at times. Is Westworld the beginning of the end for humans? After being treated by humans as literally trash, garbage, will the host learn forgiveness? Will humans learn to accept this new life form? The beauty of Westworld is that it is a closer look into the conflicts of humanity, whether that be our own humanity or the humanity of the host. There's nothing new. In Westworld, as in ours, there will always be conflict, emotions, and decisions to be made. There will always be a continued conflict between good and evil. Even in the Westworld, that point was brought to the forefront in the fact the guests had only two choices of hat color. Think about it. I thoroughly enjoyed Westworld when it was on in 1973, and I'm enjoying it now. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. It brings back some memories of the old days. It brings us to the new generation and makes us wonder what is going to happen in the next generation. You know, they say science fiction is just tomorrow's plans today. So, anyway, thank you for coming by. Thanks to all the chat people out there and the panels. You all know who you are. Thank you so much. You're all so inspiring. And you keep this old woman plugging on and keeping on trying and keep on keeping on. So, enjoy your weekend. Thank you very much. And I'll see you the next time. Good night.